Hello, everyone, and thank you for tuning in. Today, we're going to be looking at a multitude of coins and, just kind of discuss a general overview. It is February 1st. It is a new month, a new week, a lot of new today. And I just want to briefly talk about the tail of the 20-day moving average because from what I can see in Bitcoin, Ethereum, Chainlink, um, and there are a multitude of other coins, but I just wanted to focus on all those three, where the 20-day has shown in its short-term, movements. We're not talking about long-term movements here, but it's short-term movements. It has proven to be a fairly significant moving average. So when I talk about the 20-day, I usually never really talk about it with any, seriousness. We do see that in recently the 20-day has proven to act as support um, in the current bull market in this current market. However, it was also shown to chop through it. The summer of 2020 showed to be a great example of that, where we have chopped sideways, essentially up and down that moving average. But recently we see that Bitcoin has been hugging the 20-day here. It was wicking down. It ultimately broke past through, and then now we're back up, and now we're hugging it on the other side. So if you're wondering why Bitcoin isn't really making some moves, in fact, it looks like it's continuing to bleed. It looks like the trend is still to the downside, and we have not yet made that momentum shift with Bitcoin just yet, or at least a short-term momentum shift. We are unable to get above that 20-day. And you can see it here, and you can see that on the 29th, we went as high as 38,000, almost $39,000. However, we it was just a wick. We closed below the 20-day, and that I think that shows how significant the 20-day is right now with Bitcoin and also with other cryptocurrencies. Let's look at let's look at Ether Bitcoin. So Ether wicked down on the 29th, that same day where Bitcoin also wicked very high. Ethereum against Bitcoin also wicked. It bled all the way back down to what? The 20-day moving average. It went down to 0.036 Bitcoin. Ultimately, it bounced right back up, and for the past few days have been continuing to bleed. And here we are with the 20-day moving average rising, and the price of Ether Bitcoin, in a bleed as well, or you can say it's moving sideways, but it looks more like a bleed. We are currently coming back and potentially making contact again with the 20-day. Now, if we do hold the 20-day, then it would mean further move to the upside, I think. Um, I think with any kind of short-term moves, it's hard to predict, but if we do hold the 20-day moving average, we should be able to get back up. If we break below it, then that doesn't mean that it's going to be a significant drop. It could easily be like what Bitcoin did back in the summer of July, where we just essentially chopped sideways. Okay. Um, so there's that to take into consideration too. Thirdly, Chainlink. Chainlink has also made the same, like almost identical move like Ethereum. Okay, in fact, I'm going to do this, and you can see how similar a move these two coins are making. Okay, we see a slow bleed. Okay, slow bleed, and within that bleed, it wicked down to the 20-day. Wick down to the 20-day right here, and we're continuing to bleed. Now, Chainlink is, I would say, more far along in making, and looks like it's going to make contact, if not already, make contact with the 20-day moving average. Right now, it's at a price of 65,000 sats. The 20-day moving average is at 63,000 sats. So we're very, very close. And again, um, the 20-day moving average actually for Chainlink hasn't proved to be such a significant moving average. You could argue that the 20-day has acted as resistance to some degree with this recent downtrend. So this would be a good test, I think, if it would be a significant one. If we're able to hold the 20-day and keep the momentum going for altcoins, and that's essentially what I'm looking to see here. I'm looking to see Bitcoin on not being able to get above the 20-day, or if it does, just chops through it. Um, or and if that is the case, then I am still very bullish on altcoins. I have been bullish on altcoins for quite some time, um, uh, because of the recent moves. Uh, my altcoin positions outweigh my Bitcoin positions, but I don't want to sell yet because uh, I feel there's more room to the upside before I'll be needing to sell a bit of my position. I mean, even just talking about Uniswap briefly, Uniswap has skyrocketed. It has become a pretty big portion of my portfolio now. Um, but again, I'm not looking to sell Uniswap now. I'm looking to hold this for quite a bit longer. Actually, I didn't expect it to move this quick, this fast. However, here we are. But back to the point at hand. Bitcoin is in a tough position. Okay, it's caught. It is underneath the 20-day moving average. It is over this descending triangle here. However, it is on the top. What was top resistance of the triangle, but now is acting as support. So we see that the movements of Bitcoin are small because the distance between the 20-day and this resistance here is there's not much room to either side. So um, eventually, if this continues to bleed for the next few days, this 20-day moving average is most likely going to come back down and follow it. And so we'll come to a decision, I think, in the next week or so on Bitcoin. Is it going to break above? Is it going to break below? Um, uh, in that sense, eventually it will at some point break this 20-day, and from there we would have to assess, well, is it a move like what we saw here where it trended up, or if it's a move like what we saw in the summer where it chopped sideways. And uh, it's going to be very hard to see. I think as soon as we do break the 20-day, the days following that, uh, if there is more volume, if there's movement to the upside, then it would be more likely then that this is going to be a bullish break. However, if we just kind of limp over the 20-day, so to speak, we just hobble over it, makes me think more so that we're going to be chopping sideways. Anyway, with Ethereum and Chainlink, it is the same thing. We need to it would be just the opposite. We would need them to hold the 20-day moving average in order to I think to continue this bullish run. We're still in Q1. Q1 has shown that it is a great time for altcoins. So I still think that is still in play. We're in February. There's 2 full months left in quarter one, until we get the entire picture of what Q1 has done for altcoins. And as of this month, I mean, if we take total two, flip it to the monthly, altcoins have gained 63% against the US dollar. If we want to get a Bitcoin perspective, we can divide it by the BLX, and the month has shown to give us a gain of 43% against Bitcoin. And even for this month, it's 0.2. But I mean, the day has only started. We'll see what happens in the next coming weeks for that. But you can say that we have made on the total 2 chart a double bottom. And we know what double bottoms potentially mean. Okay, uh, Uniswap against Bitcoin had given us a double bottom. Might I remind you, we've had a double bottom here, and we were able to move to the upside. So um, this is looking more bullish than ever, I think. And I think it's just a wait and see kind of game. I haven't moved any of my positions. I made us, certain positions outside of cryptocurrency, but that doesn't affect my crypto portfolio, and I don't think you really care. But anyway, that's all for today, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye bye.